President Cyril Ramaphosa expected to lead a district development model Imbizo in Gauteng's Sedibeng municipality on Friday. The presidential Imbizo will see leaders from all three spheres of government interact with residents, particularly dealing with service delivery challenges. We're joined by Minister in the Presidency, Mondli, Gungubele. Minister, good evening to you. Thanks for your time tonight. A lot has been said about the district development model, particularly from the President. There seems to have been slow steps taken to actually getting it fully functional.
It is not moving, Kathy. Good evening to yourself and your viewership, and thanks for the opportunity. Of course, it's not moving at a pace one would have actually expected. I guess that's the reason the President deliberately this year said he will use Imbizos on the basis of DDM to check whether it is responding in line with what is expected. But of course, there are excellence. We are to visit Waterberg. The report we're getting about his performance there is very good. There's a number of areas, but the most important thing is that the President's focus is use Imbizo to check if it is working and actually evaluate its weaknesses and do something about that.
What are the challenges that have been primarily identified where this model is concerned? And again, we're looking at a local government space that has, in large instances, become quite dysfunctional.
Well, you can say many things. Remember, I also worked in local government at some stage. I think if you look at the state of the performance of local government, especially from different reports, be it AG's report or COPTA, there's a general low level of performance in more than 50% of local government spaces. And the only way you can attribute that to is that issues of leadership, issues of skills, of course, known issues of corruption and so on. And if I speak about all those issues, those are not circumstances under which people work together, because some of those ill intentions are achieved when you work in silos. Because in silos, what happens, you slow the speed of performance, the quality of work, and work is more costly, and so on. So to turn that around, which has been there for a long time, remember the President said, this beginning of this term, the DDM had to be what to call, to be the way to follow. It means we are undoing not just the issue of federal skills, not just the issue of corruption, but culture that has actually been imposed by all those actually sort of activities.
Minister Gungubele, it always seems to me that part of the elephant in the room is really the inability to depoliticize the local government space, especially administratively, which is why we keep seeing the same pattern of issues arise across the country.
But to do what?
To depoliticize.
Okay. Listen, this is a very important question that you are raising. I had to deal with this question in the NCOP a few days ago. One of the biggest challenges that are confronting the country is not just local government. You look at the issues of accountability, issues of financial management, issues of corporate governance, whatever you call it, be they governance, management, and so on. A number of those issues, AG report, Chapter 9 stuff, ideally, successful democracies do not allow politics in those areas. Most of the time, various ideological groupings work together in successful countries. Because, to be honest with you, there's nothing ideological about corruption. It's just the stealing of money which you are not authorized to use. In hiring skilled people, there's nothing ideological. Any ideology to succeed, it needs skilled people. Any ideology to succeed, It needs clean government, accountable government, skilled people, coherence, coordination. Though if all of us on those matters, we can be non-partisan and start our partisanship above those and start saying, yes, I've got skills, but from my ideology, I would be pursuing the skills in this. So I'm saying the issue of politicization is a matter that needs to be looked at very strongly in South Africa as actually young democracy.
Minister in the Presidency, Mondli, Gungubele will leave it there for tonight. As you heard, lots of work there being done in as far as trying to advance progress where the distribution of the district development model is concerned, or I should say rather, the implementation rather of the district development model.